Welcome to Tech Bites and News, your personal generative AI podcast. Today, we're diving deep into the surprisingly thrilling world of celestial navigation in the modern Navy. It's less about stargazing and more about, surviving a GPS blackout.
A GPS blackout? Sounds intense. So, what's the story here? Aren't we all glued to our GPS devices these days? Even my cat has a GPS tracker. Just kidding. Mostly.
Exactly. The USS Essex, a massive amphibious assault ship, completely disabled all its electronic navigation systems. Voluntarily, for a 5-day, 1,800 nautical mile voyage. Think of it as a really long-distance, high-stakes navigation test.
Wow. So they went back to the old-school methods? Like sextants and paper charts? Sounds like something out of a historical novel.
Precisely. They used sextants, paper charts, the whole shebang. It wasn't just a test of equipment. It was a test of the crew's skills, their ability to adapt, and their patience, because celestial navigation is not a quick process.
I can imagine. So, what were the results? Did they get completely lost? I'm picturing a ship adrift, surrounded by sharks.
Not quite. They actually did remarkably well. They started off a bit off course, about 5 nautical miles on the first day, but quickly corrected their trajectory. By the end, they were consistently within 1 nautical mile of their planned route. Considering they were relying on celestial fixes, which can be affected by weather and other factors, that's pretty impressive.
Incredible. But why would the Navy do something so seemingly archaic? We're talking about a modern warship, not a 19th century sailing vessel.
That's the crux of it, you know? The Navy is preparing for a future where electronic warfare and cyber attacks could easily disrupt GPS. They need sailors who can navigate without relying solely on technology. It's about redundancy and resilience. Think of it as a really expensive, really long insurance policy.
I see. So it's not just about nostalgia. It's about preparing for potential wartime scenarios where GPS might be jammed or unavailable. That makes perfect sense.
Exactly. And the article emphasizes that while the training exists, it's not regularly practiced. They found that many navigators prioritize administrative tasks over daily celestial navigation practice, even though it's required. A bit of a cultural shift is needed, it seems.
So what are the key takeaways? What should we, the listeners, remember from this fascinating tale of nautical ingenuity?
Well, first, even in the age of GPS, celestial navigation is still a vital skill. Second, consistent practice is key to mastering any skill, especially one as complex as celestial navigation. And finally, the Navy is taking seriously the potential vulnerabilities of relying solely on electronic systems. It's a reminder that even in the 21st century, basic skills can be crucial for survival.
Absolutely. It's a great story about adaptability, resilience, and the enduring importance of fundamental skills. It's a reminder that technology is a tool, but mastery of the fundamentals is what truly matters. And it makes for a great podcast episode.
Indeed. And a big thank you to our listeners for joining us on Tech Bites and News. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of celestial navigation in the modern Navy. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.
Bye-bye.